It's a mocha brown Stratocaster. Yeah, I can hardly believe it myself. It's a proper poopy brown, isn't it? I'm just not a fan of certain things about them. I'm sure we're going to be talking about that a little bit more. A loose wire there. A little bit worried. This stuff's all in the way. It's all in the way, the switch as well. I like it, it's brown, isn't it? I mean, why wouldn't I like it? It's another Squier classic vibe, isn't it? And they're absolutely fantastic. Guitaristas is proudly supported by Gear for Music. So brown guitars, eh? What is it with brown guitars? Honestly, I thought it was just me. Apparently not. Last week, we reviewed the Squier Paranormal Esquire in mocha brown, didn't we? And what a lot of love we had for that guitar. Lots and lots of you. I think overwhelmingly said, yeah, we like a mocha brown guitar. So I bought another one, only this time. It's a Stratocaster. Yeah, I can hardly believe it myself. But let's be honest. This was what inspired it, wasn't it? When I went to Guitar Village down in Farnham fairly recently, it was this year, I think, wasn't it? I managed to avoid buying the original mocha brown 70s Strat, this one. Oh. I love that. And, you know, I mean, I wanted it. I didn't buy it. I managed to control myself. But last week, in its honour, I bought the Brown Telecaster. Although that was a little bit more translucent and not quite as brown, well, as I'd hoped, quite frankly. But it was a fabulous guitar, and thanks for all your positive comments. Now, I always leave things till the last minute to decide what I'm going to do. And this week I left it to the very last minute because I was away Friday and Saturday. I was down in Wales getting muddy on the motorbike. So I didn't get back till Sunday, and I thought, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do this week. And I start filming Tuesday. It's Tuesday now. So just a couple of days ago, Sunday, I go, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I've got lots of things I've said I'll do, and I'll do this and I'll do that, and I'll, you know, with gear I've already got. But where's the fun in that when you can buy a new guitar? And so I thought, well, I'll have a look. I'll have a look online. But it's Sunday. I mean, how are you going to get a guitar, buy a guitar on a Sunday, get it delivered on a Monday? Sunday is the day of rest, isn't it? I'm sure you call it different things on a Sunday, but Sunday, most places are closed. Fortunately, our channel partners, Gear for Music, they never have days off, okay? So if you order something from them on a Sunday, it gets delivered on a Monday, thus enabling me to film on a Tuesday. So I've kind of fallen into that trap now because I know, well, I can actually leave it to the last minute and I can still knock something together. So I'm online, well, what can I get? I don't want to spend too much money. I'm getting excited because I am lining up something very nice for next week because I'm preempting our next couple of films and then Dream Guitars raffle. So I was looking for something specific, which I think I've found. Stay tuned for more news on that. But I came across this. Fuck me. It's a mocha brown Stratocaster. And it's a proper mocha, isn't it? It's a proper poopy brown, isn't it? Look at that. less translucent than last week's telly. You can just about see the wood through this. This is a real deal, isn't it? It's the 70s Strat, and as much as I hate Strats, I don't hate them. I'm just not a fan of certain things about them. I'm sure we're going to be talking about that a little bit more in this review. Yeah, that's what it is. We're going to review this. This is, it's got a long name. It's a Squier Classic Vibe 70s Stratocaster HT Hardtail HSS humbucker single Laurel LRL in mocha brown, and we're going to review it now. So you know the score, the timestamps are in the description box if you want to skip forward. But if you've got a little bit of time on your hands, please go and put the kettle on. Make yourself a nice beverage, some nibbles, and come back and chill out. And what we will do is we'll take it apart, we'll do all the weights and measures, and then we'll restring it and play it. And I'm going to do a little bit more. Last week I did a little bit of a looping, not a tutorial. I was just talking about how I do it, and I had some positive feedback about that. So I'm going to start sort of doing that a little bit more often, because you know all I do here is I knock a loop up and I whittle on it tonight. So a lot of you have asked me to show you a little bit more about, well, it's the looping part really. People seem to have problems with the timing, so we'll be doing a little bit more of that today, I expect. If I remember, I'll try. So there you go. You know, let's do it. The Classic Vibe 70s Stratocaster. This retails here in the UK, Fender website, £439, and that's pretty much what you'll pay for it across the board. Anderton's, Guitar, they've got it listed at £439. However, coincidentally, Gear Music are cheaper, 30 quid cheaper. I paid £409 for it. I'll of course put a link in the description box if you fancy one. They'll ship throughout Europe and the States as well, I believe, if it makes fiscal sense, if it's a cost-worthy option. Colours. Now, if for some bizarre reason you don't want the mocha brown one, they also do this hardtail version in Olympic white. Same price. So let's look at it. It's made of poplar, this one, and you can just about see, I think it's 3 pieces, this. Don't know if you can see that on the cameras. You can just about see 3 pieces. It's a bit, it's got a bit of heft to it. Let's see what it weighs. Here we go. Oh, it's only £7.11, which is 3.49 kilos. Yeah, I would have guessed more. I'm losing my touch. So as we've said, it's a hardtail. There's no whammy bar, if you weren't sure what that meant. It's a string through body, this. And it's quite unusual. There aren't that many Strats available without the traditional synchronized tremolo. That's what they're known for, really, isn't it? So I suppose that makes this quite an interesting, you know, affordable option for anyone that's fancies trying a Strat without all of that complexity. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Strat tremolos. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting used to Bigsby's and vibrolas, but well, I suppose I really need to try a Strat tremolo again to see if I like it. I'm saying, well, I'm not a fan. Well, actually, to be fair, I've never really given it a go. So, yeah, I'll pick myself up on that. Hardtail, I like. It's got a bolt-on maple neck, and it's got that nice vintage tint that they often put on Squiers. Let's have a look at the neck profile and measurements on the screen now. Okay, here's the neck profile and measurements at the 1st fret. And here's the neck profile and measurements at the 12th fret. It's a little bit chunky, that, isn't it? Okay, it's got an Indian Laurel fingerboard. There you go, have a look at that. It's brown, isn't it? It looks all right, doesn't it? The frets, 21, it doesn't say what they are. I mean, I'd say they're on the kind of narrow, tall side, which kind of adds up, doesn't it, with the vintage, the classic vibe. In terms of how they are, there are no sharp edges, and I have played this a little bit last night, and it played absolutely fine across the board. So I wouldn't be looking for any raised frets or anything, because it's not what I do. I just play them, and unless I encounter any difficulty, any buzzing or any, anything that needs looking at, I just leave it alone. And this was perfectly fine and playable all the way up there, straight out of the box. The action on a tiny little bit on the higher side for me, but not so. I think I'm going to adjust it, because although it's quite easy to do that, you've got 12 little Allen grub screws there to adjust, and I can't be bothered, to be honest with you. They do include the Allen key for that in the box, but it's fine. I play loads of guitars, and I just play them unless I can't. So yeah, it's another one out of the box. It's perfectly fine. It did come with a QC card, so it looked like at the factory this will have been, set up, and it's come into the UK, and because of the climate here, it hasn't, nothing's moved. The neck. Well, I haven't looked at it, but there's a little bit of relief in the neck still, so it's absolutely fine. So that's the frets. It's got a bone nut, and it's got the a vintage style, lovely vintage style split post Clusony tuners that I so love. They're my favourites. I keep saying it. I'll say it again. They're my favourite tuners, because they're so easy and they hold perfect tune, and it's got the pressing bushings, giving it that classic vibe. And it's got the big 70s headstock that I love. Some people don't. I've had comments last week, because the telly was an Esquire Deluxe it had the big headstock, and some people going, well, I don't like it. I do. I like it. There you go. I think that covers all of that. Pearloid dots. Did I say 9.5-inch radius? Well, I've said it again if I did. And of course, it's got the 25.5-inch Fender scale length. Right, down to the business end, depending what your business is, of course. It's got 3 pickups, humbucker, single. Standard Strat controls, we'll go through those once we've plugged it in. But the pickups, these are Fender designed Alnico pickups. Let's take some readings. Right, we'll set the controls for the Heart of the Sun, and we'll start here. 7.47K, and the inductance there is 3.64 Henrys. Okie dokie. Let's go straight to the middle. It's a 5-way switch, incidentally. Middle 5.64. Inductance 2.04 Henrys. And over to the neck pickup, 5.65 kilo ohms, 2.1918 Henrys. Here we go. Let's have a look under the hood. Incidentally, I've noticed these have got staggered pole pieces in these 2 single coils, which looks quite nice. Right, what have we got in store here? Have we got enough cable to flip it? Oh, don't know if we have actually. Oh, yes we have. We just have to flip it this way. Here we are. It's a loose wire there. A little bit worrying. Okay, now let's move it and just so you can see it properly. There's a little bit of shielding there. It's got this PCB style 5-way switch. It's got Korean made alpha mini pots, and that's all I got. That's all I got for you. Why is that? Why is there a spare wire? Well, it'll be interesting when we plug it in. I mean, I'm hoping it all works. When I was doing the readings there was a bit of movement on the needles sometimes. I think it was just my connections, but hopefully it's all good. Look at these pickups. These are all Alnicos. We established that. I mean, that's it. The other thing I was going to look at was the routing. I just want to check something. I just wanted to check the routing because I already had this crazy idea that we could turn this into an Esquire Stratocaster with a wide range humbucker. And it just so happens that I've got one here that I still haven't. I think this is faulty. This is from my Squier CV Starcaster that I tried to fix ages ago. And I replaced all the wiring. I made a film of it, replacing all the wiring, and it didn't fix it because I discovered that this pickup's faulty. So I've got a replacement. Anyway, the point is, what I want to do is see if this would fit. It will. It bloody will, won't it? I mean, in terms of the hole's big enough, isn't it? It'll need some. It might need a bit of jiggery pokery. I think it can be done. There you go. Well, you know, stay tuned to see if I ever do that. But that'd be fun. Get a new scratch plate made, and I know the guy can do that. And then I would be able to, just before I do that, look, lots of shielding paint on there. That's all good. And then I would be able to lose the volume knob that always gets in my way. Get a scratch plate made with just 2 holes there, tone and volume, one wide range humbucker there. Yeah, I'm just saying, could be done. Shall I do it? Let me know. There you go. As we were, I'll screw that back together, put a new set of strings on, and let's come back and hear what it sounds like. See you in a minute. That's a good start, isn't it? Right, so new set of Ernie Ball regular slinkers on this. 10s. This comes with 9s, but I've put 10s on it because because I always use 10s, I suppose. It doesn't seem to have caused any issues, you know, up the nut or anything. That's my demonstration of no issues at the nut. Right, get on with it, Cole. I'm going to dive right in because I haven't plugged it in yet. I have no idea if it works even, or what it sounds like. And what occurs to me is I don't play strats ever. I mean, I've got one, but I never play it. Certainly not plugged in. So I thought it'd be interesting to see how it sounds with the rig that I always use. So we're using the Princeton 65 as always, and on the board I've just left. The same. I'm going to carry on. Same pedals. I've got the clone on there, and I've got the Nobels ODR1, which I often use. I thought normally people use tube screamers, don't they, with Strats? I have got one, or I've got a couple actually. So we might have to pull one out if it sounds completely shit. But let's first off just see if it works and what it sounds like with what we've got here. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. Volume and tones are all cranked. We'll start on the humbucker. Ooh. Nice. Okay, I'm liking that. Middle. There's that quack. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I just noticed I had the compression sustainer on. I've turned that off. Let's just go back to the bridge for a minute with that. Sounds all right, isn't it? Neck. Sounds quite fat, doesn't it? I'm gonna say not quite as annoying as I normally find Strats. It's got the quack, hasn't it? Yeah, it's got that kind of. All right, well, we won't use the bridge for that. What's the favourite pickup setting for Strats? I don't know, you see, I've no idea. That sounds quite nice, so doesn't it? This stuff's all in the way. It's all in the way, the switch as well. Look, I'm really pushing on that already. How do I get over that? Well, it sounds completely different if you play it there. I can't play it there. Try the middle. Let's put a loop down and fuck around. in. And that's what it sounded like. That was all right, wasn't it? Before we talk about it, as promised earlier, I've done a looping demo which follows this. In the play out today, looping demo for beginners. And anyone that's having difficulty getting their timing right. So yeah, that's for you. This is this for you? Is it for me? Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I like it. I liked it. I liked it. I like it. I like it. It's Brown, isn't it? I mean, why wouldn't I like it? But they're such a distinctive sound, Stratocasters, aren't they? And the jury's out for me. I mean, it sounds good, doesn't it? And it's versatile. I mean, there was a lot of different sounds coming out of it, weren't there? But they all sound like a Stratocaster, don't they? It's got an unmistakable sound. And you tell me what you think. I think that when I play a Stratocaster, I don't think it sounds like me as much. I think it sounds like so many other people. Maybe it's just those sounds are in my head because they are so unmistakable, and so many fabulous guitarists, artists have played the Strat and made such iconic sounds on them, you know? The three that come to mind, there's three. The three that come to mind is obviously Gilmour. You can't pick up a Strat and not do that. And he is such a distinctive player, and of course, Jimi Hendrix. And the other one for me is Mark Knopfler, because I can always remember the first time I heard Sultans of Swing, in that album. It was just like, wow, what is this sound? So they're embedded in my brain, and when I hear a Strat, I hear them. And when I hear me playing a Strat, I still say it. I mean, obviously I don't sound anything like those guys, but the sound's there. So I think for me the jury's still out. I wouldn't choose to play, or I don't choose to play Strat. It's not that I have a chance to play it in a band anymore anyway, because I still haven't found a band. Where are you? Come on. If you need a guitarist or or I want to be a Mick Ronson in a Bowie tribute band, come on, reach out to me. I'm ready to go. I've got the gear. I've got a van. What's wrong here? Come on. What was I saying? I wouldn't choose to play a Strat if I was in a band, unless I suppose it was a Pink Floyd tribute band or something like that. I suppose I'd have to, but I wouldn't really pick this sound, because I just don't think it's me. But let's talk about the good things. I've got to admit that the Strat is the ergos, as they say these days, the ergonomics, a massively comfortable guitar, to have. It does fit like a glove. I think it's true what they say. But, as you saw earlier, if you were paying attention, all this stuff is just in the way for me. I suppose as was evidence there, I kind of got around it, didn't I? But for playing, heavy, anything faster than that, I have difficulty, and I have to adjust. And I suppose I do, but it's, it was difficult there. It was difficult. So that's a negative. As far as this one goes, I mean, it's a 400 quid guitar. It's fantastic. I mean, Squier, it's another Squier classic vibe, isn't it? And they're absolutely fantastic. I've never had any issues that I can recall with a classic vibe. I've always said they're great. They always sound great. These pickups, I think, sounded great. Definitely not as weedy as other Strats that I've played in the past. They were beefy Strat-like sounds. Nice. Some people say in the comments, oh, I've never had a good Squier classic vibe. I've always had fret sprout and stuff, and that doesn't. I think it's the climate in the UK. It's not a thing that we have to really contend with. And I understand if in different parts of the world, you know, extreme temperatures will cause that, but that's not really the fault of this guitar, is it? I mean, that would happen with any guitar. You know, wood expands and shrinks, and metal, well, I suppose metal does expand and shrink as well, doesn't it? So, you know, the two things combined can cause issues which might need sorting. And again, I didn't get my fret rocker out and check and see if they were level, because I played it and you could hear for yourself there wasn't any, I couldn't hear any dead spots or anything that would cause me to look for problems. So there you go. There you go. Yeah, £409 I paid for this. If you fancy one, links in the description box. As I said, I got this from Gift Music, our channel partners, currently the cheapest here in the UK. They support this community, so give them some love back, please. And on that note, that's it. I think that's it for this week. Yeah, that's everything. Looping demo for beginners coming up now. Thanks for watching, and next week, next week I've got I'm going to launch a new Wet Dreams guitar raffle. Yeah, another Dream guitar raffle being launched next week. Assuming it arrives today with the courier. So I'm quite excited. Can you guess what it is? No wonder. Come back next week, same time, same place, and find out. All right, see you then, I hope. All right, cheers for now, ta-da. Right, let's put a little loop down, and I'm going to show you how to do it for those that are interested. We're going to go for a Floyd-esque groove, which will be this, won't it? Here we go, watch the flow. Off. So you've got to go on the beat. Two, on. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Off. Bang on the beat, all the ways. Whittle over the top, which is in G minor pentatonic, or the relative B flat. If that's how you see it, basically. And then what we can do is just had a bit of try something.